And welcome back to another episode of All of Fabric 6, where we just crafted Jade Wine. So this is the first brew that we've managed to concoct, and I was just putting in the stuff for porter, rabbit poison, which had the midnight solution in it. We got some rum and vodka all on the way. So I think it was vodka, rum, rabbit poison, porter. You'd hate to get those mixed up. But yeah, so that was sitting for 220 days aged. So this one here was 72. Cool, right. So the 72 days must be Minecraft days. And it had to be at least one real life day of brewing. So that looks like... I'd like to... Can we see... I'd like to compare the stats. So this was going to give us fire resistance for a minute. That's still a minute. 1.5 bloominess. 1.5 bloominess. So this looks like it gives us a 10% attack speed as a bonus. Haste and resistance. On top of fire resistance and saturation. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, a thunderstorm. Okay, let's skip that. Yeah, so these other ones will probably just leave sitting for quite a while. I don't think we really need them. I would like to try out the restoration tea to see if it would give us like all of these bonuses, and then we can skip the negative effects, which I'm assuming it can. I'm assuming it can. Ancient booze. And now we're just left with the positive effects. Cool. Well, that's pretty neat. Can we put this back in there? I imagine you probably can't. Wait, didn't I just have planks for sealing up things? Yeah. I imagine you can't just do that. Let's try it with a plank though. So luckily it tells us no, so you can't do that. Okay, so once you take it out, that's too late. Whatever you got is what you get. And I think there was even the ability to get rid of the particle effects. Or maybe that was on these potions. That would be handy because now I've got 6 minutes of annoying particle effects. But yeah, last episode we finished Spectrum. Well, we finished the quests for Spectrum. I don't think we've actually dived into everything that was possible, but in between episodes I've been trying to grow up these jade vines to get a whole bunch of them. It's really not a high rate of getting the bulbs. I've even started just throwing away some of these jade petals, but used some for decoration, which I think looks okay. Looks okay. I tried putting them outside too, but they're a little bit bright. I did... take down the vacuum hopper because every time I'd come in and check it, it was just like there were items twirling around up there. These produce so many of these mermaid's gems. You don't even need this many. You kind of just need one, especially if it's chunk loaded. We've got 330 of them. I might actually just completely waste this effect by drinking some milk just to get rid of the particles. That's better. That's better. Those particles were annoying. So yeah, we've got some jade wine, which is nice. Did we get any other achievements? I saw there was like a couple there. Ancient booze plus. Like jade wine gets much more easy to the tongue when adding a drop of sweetness. Does that mean if we add sugar, it does something else? Maybe that would get rid of the negative effects. Interesting. I'm curious. Now, from memory, that needed one of those things. Yeah, I'll wait till we've got a few more of them. But, one other thing we want to check out is actually a response from the mod dev of Spectrum. The Fox, not spelled like Fox though. That lore can be reached by pushing tab. So we put an item in there. There we go. Let's just do that. That'll do. That'll do fine. Right. So yes, pushing tab. I think it's supposed to be able to be clicked, and that'll probably be fixed in a future version, possibly already by the time you're watching this one. So yeah, neat. But all right. Yeah, I've got a bunch of things we want to make over time eventually. But now the question is, what do we work on next? Actually, no, the question is, why have I not made the big torch to stop mob spawns? We've lost our villagers, and we only just lost one of them just before. We've still got Wilson, because he's hiding up on the roof. But yeah, just before I came in, and Wilson Jr. is dead. Wilson Jr. is dead, and so is Tom, I think. I never saw where he went. And the big torch is exceedingly easy to make. Well, that might be an exaggeration. But diamond plates are a compressor with diamond. Yeah, we can make one of these. And that's just, yeah. I thought this thing continually ate torches, but that's not how this works. You fill it up once, and then mobs don't spawn in a big area. Up in the attic, where hopefully nobody will see it. Peaceful. Yeah, so that would have saved our villagers and been very handy. You see there's a zombie on the map. I don't know if he spawned just before I placed that or not, but why are these mobs spawning? So that should stop mob spawns anyway, which would be quite nice. We might even want another one of those sitting over there. Would probably be quite good. And I made an extra candle because that looks kind of cool. Nice. Do we light it? Is that a thing? Yeah. But this does leave the question. What do we move on to next? Now, we could go through and start crafting all of these wines. We've got to make these boots, which I figured out what the missing thing is. We need to get a ghast here, and then this will show up. But in terms of the next quests, I'm torn. Obviously, it would be good to get applied energistics, get some digital storage, because, yep, that's atrocious. It does not get much better than that. But I think I would rather dig into something that I haven't touched before. And I'm thinking either Bewitchment or Spirit. Spirit kind of looks like mob spawning stuff. Might be handy. Maybe we'll tackle both of them, but I think let's stick with magic for now before we make a intense tech base at some point. Let's go for some Bewitchment because I don't know the mod. I've seen the mobs around, but have not dealt with it. So I guess we want to get started with getting rid of all of these up here. That's just going to be annoying the entire time. I was going to leave them up there, but no, I'm already annoyed by having that many things. Book of Shadows, Mandrake Root. Now those seeds, I'm familiar with them. I constantly get them when I'm harvesting grass, and I never know what to do with them. Let's get a field of mandrake seeds. And you know what? We may as well plant all three of the different types of seeds. So we've got mandrake seeds, and we'll just plant them in a row so they grow a bit faster, although I'm definitely just going to bone meal them to get what we need. We've got these aconite ones. Not entirely sure what they're used for. Yeah, I'm just assuming that these farms will probably be enough. I mean, if we need like mass amounts of the stuff, we can sort it later, and then I'll just continually replant these as time goes on. So I have, am I already getting full junk bag? A bone meal. Boom. There's some mandrake roots and a book. We have books, they're just a very long way away. A lot better now that we have flight, though. So, what do I know about Bewitchment? I've seen that you can like summon demons and make packs. I don't entirely know what's involved, but I am keen to find out. So, Book of Shadows, loot bag. Let's start our loot bag of loot bags. 1. Alright, cool. So I'm not sure what's going to be the best thing to follow. Either the book itself or... I mean the quests themselves or the book. I mean this kind of looks like the way that you go. Oh, garlic. I haven't planted garlic yet. Okay, so there's probably something... Oh, we can make garlic bread. Delicious. Probably something we want to do. Let's stick with the quests for now. I saw we needed an anthem. So essential tool to any witch. Gather hits from mobs. I wonder if no, I don't know if it works with spectrum mobs or not. What if we enchant that with the spectrum thing? Do we get double hits? Interesting. And make it out of silver. Okay. So an anthem, literally just silver and flint. I think we could pull that off. Bit of flint, bit of silver, and anthem. Nice. Okay. And new chapters unlocked in the book. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. I wonder if it's going to be better to follow the book itself. Silver, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. We can make arrows with a smite effect. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Bark, I mean, hang on. Let's follow these quests for now. And we'll... bark immediately. Okay, so we made the anthem. We get a loot bag. Can be used to start rituals from a dispenser. Okay. Let's head along this way. A bottle of blood can be obtained by slaying a humanoid with an anthem. Like a villager? It's dark. A vampire spawn egg. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe we'll try fight some zombies. And I had to make garlic bread. Delicious. Delicious. Now I feel like garlic bread. So it's daytime. There's probably no humanoids around. Okay, so we'll keep that one in mind. We'll just chuck it up there so I don't forget. Let's get ourselves some bark, I guess. Oh, bark and then you make wood ash. Okay, oak bark. So we strip wood with an anthem. And we got some bark. And can we... No, you cannot. You cannot vein mine or excavate the entire thing. Now the tree looks weird, and we're going to have to do the entire thing. Yeah, that'll do. It actually does look kind of nice with no bark on it. But okay, so we got some oak bark. Neat. Loot bag. Next we want to get ourselves a witch altar. Used to collect ME, magical energy. Alright, you want many different plants to collect maximum power. Let's craft it and see where we go from there. That's pretty straightforward. Ooh, lots of different bark. Stone Witch Altar. Okay. Quest completed, find it at the fortress. I guess that was one of the other quests that we've already done. Why? I guess we needed something from the nether. Create by putting bark on a campfire. Well, we do actually have a campfire sitting here. So, I don't know how many we need. Maybe, let's do 8. Right, well, as for where we're going to put this altar, we can't very well have a witch hut. Spoiler alert, I'm going to build a witch hut of some description. We can't very well have a witch altar just sitting out in the open, so I reckon tucked away in the woods be not a bad spot. I have no idea what the witch thing's going to look like yet, but we will start with this, and then apparently we put carpet on it. And that's what that bar's for. And we're slowly charging up something. Okay. Cool. And we can increase the something of the altar. Now, I did see it, and now I've lost it. Can we... Yeah, we can do that. So, wands such as candelabras. Oh, so we made one of them. Okay, let's go grab that one we made and chuck it on there. Alright, so candelabras. Alright. So that gives a bonus to capacity. And skulls give a bonus to gain. Okay, and then was it something to do with like... We could do that as well. And it's easy to get... Not easy to get just one thing off. Okay. Well, we might want the end aim, so we won't just do that. But alright, cool. So we've made that. Chalk is locked by the crystal ball. I guess we make a crystal ball. When used, they will give the caster a fortune at the cost of some ME drawn from a nearby altar. What does that mean? What is a fortune? Like a bonus? Like a buff? Sounds like it could be. Let's get stuff to one of them. So a crystal ball. Quest completed. We can't put that there. I mean, it needs a table or something, but sure, your source of magic is not strong enough. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so a source of magic is not strong enough. All right. When used, when used with a tag lock. Okay. So it's not really showing us what to do in the quest. Let's check out the book. Or let's actually shift right click. Nearby altar. So we have an altar. I mean, do we want to like put this on top of it? $139. Okay. So that's not... so this isn't strong enough? Do we need more stuff? Maybe. Right, so apparently we just need more magic power. And we can get that by planting... G'day, mate. Planting bewitchment trees and vanilla plants around it. I don't know if things like that work. But hopefully this will be enough. And there's a couple of other bewitchment trees we probably want to try and get, like the juniper sapling, the cypress sapling, and dragon's blood, which I've seen in nether fortresses before, but never actually done anything with. So let's try planting some stuff around it, and we should hopefully see the power increase. We are over here. I do keep losing this. So at the moment we have 247. If we plant this beside it, it does nothing. Okay, if we plant a vanilla flower, it does nothing. Still does nothing. I am confused. I am confused. Okay, let's try planting one of these. I guess there. No, I'm surprised I'm at a bone meal with how many bones we have. Must be missing something with how this works. Because it's still 248, even with that there. I mean, I didn't think these plants would work. Apparently crops as well will help, so I guess we try and plant some crops. Maybe. Alright, something's increased it slightly, because we're now at 309, but I figure if we do one of each of the bewitchment crops, surely that does something. So now we're at still 309. I guess they're not growing. But if they were, does that give us more of a bonus? Or does it just take a while? Or is it not bewitchment crops at all? Is it a vanilla crop? Still 309, and that's not enough. Why do we make this if it's... I feel like we're not... The quests aren't quite guiding you through... well, now it's 310. But why? So, we're doing a bit of reading up, and apparently a 16 block radius around this is where it will pick up things that add to your ME level. So we want to plant a whole bunch of trees and stuff, kind of in an area like this, like quite overgrown, in a fair distance as well. That, to me, is just going to be... It sounds like it's going to be very messy if we're just trying to do a temporary setup. So instead, what I think I will do is come up with some sort of design and then fill up this big area, because it's quite a large area actually that we fill with a bunch of different stuff. And yeah, I'll just absolutely jam-pack it full of magical things, and then we should be good to use that crystal ball. Yeah, we could just do like a really messy flat square and work it out that way, but no. Let's make something that looks good. Let's make something that looks good. Look at all of these jade vines. Nice. We're going to have more than enough of this stuff. You definitely don't get the bulbs when it's fully matured, though. I'm actually kind of glass bottles. But yeah, actually, I thought I had some spare ones. Oh, no. I've just finally managed to fill every single spot in here. I mean, I could put more down the middle, but it's fine. It's fine. This is probably more than we'll need of the stuff. But yes, we have a witch hut hidden away in the forest. Not that hidden because the roof sticks up too high. But yeah. So yeah, you'll probably see in the time lapse I had like a border of walls around the outside. That was just to let me know how far the radius from that table thing is. Whatever that table thing is. So yeah, like Minecraft flowers, bewitchment trees, I think vanilla trees, crops, all add to your magical energy. I'm sure there's a better way you can do it, but I think this looks okay. And can confirm we now have 617 energy. So that's pretty cool. So we should now be able to try out, once I find out where I stashed it, inventory problems. The crystal ball. For now, this is going to live on a log. We'll do something fancier in the future. So, we should be able to get... You shall soon have a revelation. And then we're out of magic. We'll soon have a revelation. Like, how soon? Let's grab the book and see if we can see any more information about that. We'll give the caster a fortune. We should soon have a revelation. I should actually also claim... Let's just claim this area. I won't chunk load it. We'll soon have a revelation. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's a nothing thing. I am not sure what that means is going to happen. Cool. Well, next thing it's asking us to do is make chalk. What is my revelation? Can we get another fortune? I was also like reading through the book while I was trying to work some of the stuff out, and there was this tag lock thing. And this actually looks like it would be real fun on a multiplayer server. So apparently you can create these tag locks, and then you can gather, like, it says you gather the hair from like something's bed. So I'm guessing you could do like a player's bed, and then you could use the crystal ball to figure out where they are. Like it must tell you maybe the coordinates or something. I don't know if it would work with us. I guess we could try it. I just used all my glass bottles making that other stuff. Let's try it. I don't expect it's going to do a whole lot if we're trying to figure out stuff about ourselves. But maybe. Maybe. So I think it has to be on the player's spawn point, which wasn't this bed. I don't know where I last slept. And we make it like this. And then we shift right click, tag lock, ClassicDuff. Okay. And then I think we can use that in our magic thing. And I don't know what it does. I don't know what it's going to tell us. But it does seem like a neat thing. Oh, there we go. Location. Right, so we right click on it. It tells us, right, the location, their level, if they've got any curses, any contracts, their transformation, their familiar, or their pledge. Interesting. Cool. Well, there we go. Now we know information about ourselves. Very, very handy. Let's get just a chest for putting some of this bewitchment stuff in. And yeah, we got a bunch of these flowers and stuff. I'm sure there's more in here. And I assume we will use that. Actually, creating that tag lock did let us get these poppets. So a mending poppet. Yeah, I don't know enough about what poppets actually are. Would that be like a healing thing? It's like a mending puppet. Will repair the armor and the items of whoever is bound to it. This effect is not passively applied. Instead, it is applied whenever an item would normally break, resetting its durability and destroying the puppet. Oh. Okay. Puppet practice. It's kind of like a voodoo doll sort of thing. Interesting. Unless you have a puppet shelf. Okay. And we just need some ectoplasm. And then that would let us create... So we could have like an anti... If we had like a bunch of mending poppets, we could protect our gear. That's kind of cool. Transfers damage taken by the user to the bound entity. So if you... This does seem... So let's say you're playing on a multiplayer server and you bind this to your friend and then you go get hit and they take the damage. That's cool. Or you can curse them. Oh no, we'll protect the owner from curses. Well, you can make a voodoo protection puppet. There you go. So you could could make protection things for some people, but curse other people. That's neat. That's really cool. When bound to the fatigue Puppet. Enemies that attack you will be heavily weakened for a few seconds. And does that not use it? That seems like a cool one. Let's make the fatigue one and test that out. A fatigue Puppet. Yeah, wait, how do you bind it? How do you bind it? Do you bind it like... There we go. Oh, that used the stuff. Okay, and so then we have to keep this either in our inventory, or if we happen to have ectoplasm, which I don't. And apparently these candelabra things repel ghosts. So that could have been kind of cool to have near our base when the ghosts would keep popping up. So if this zombie attacks us, wherever he's gone, wherever he's hiding, well, I don't think it's going to work with a creeper too well. Oh, creeper head. Nice. Zombie has disappeared. Let's try this drowned. If you attack us... Oh, what if a skeleton attacks us? If he could aim. I mean, they kind of didn't... Didn't really seem to do anything. Okay, what about a drowned? Oh yeah, he's definitely weakened. Okay. And he uses... durability. Oh, drowned head. Neat. Uses durability. Cool. And can we enchant that? Because that could be nice to have on that poppet shelf, although if it's bound with mending and on a poppet shelf, it's not going to get repaired. It doesn't look like you can enchant it. Okay. So you get 64 uses of that. Ah. Yep. Dude, that wasn't going to work. So wait, you didn't appear to... The spider didn't appear to get cursed by the poppet thing. But you would, right? Hello? Yeah, you get it. Interesting. And does it apply? It applies it every time. Still. Can't donate. Can't donate. My bees. But alright, we've now got a witch's hut out in the forest, and we can start digging into some bewitchment magic. Might have to remove this bedrock armor and try out some of the bewitchment stuff, because I think we might be just a little bit overpowered for maybe what would fight in bewitchment. But anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll come back next time where we become a witch in all of Fabric 6. A warlock? A witch? A male witch? I'm not sure what the term is. See ya.